Church family.
Morning.
It's a great day to be in the house of the Lord.
Amen.
It's like my grandma told me almost 50 years ago, we don't have to go to church. We get to go to church.
Amen.
You know, in the first book of Thessalonians, chapter 5, verse 1 and 2, Paul is writing the church about the second coming of Christ and the great day of rapture, where we'll all be caught up in the air and taken to heaven. And he says, as to timings and seasons, my brethren, I have no need to write to you, for you yourselves know perfectly that the great day of the Lord doth come like a thief in the night. So my question to you this morning, church, are you ready or are you fearful? You know, the Bible says that perfect love drives out fear. So the bottom line is, do you love God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind? You know, for those of us that believe, that day of rapture will be such a glorious moment, the most satisfying moment of our entire lives. It really will be beyond description. But for those that are left behind, the guilt, the shame, and the pain will be beyond description as well. The presentation you're about to see, that's what it's about. It's just so important this time of year with all the hustle and bustle of Christmas that we not lose sight of why Christ was born and how the most important thing in any one of our lives is our relationship with Him.
Amen.
'Twas the night before Jesus came, and all through the house, not a creature was praying, not one in the house. Their Bibles were laying on the shelf without care, in hopes that Jesus would not come there. The children were dressing to crawl into bed, not once ever kneeling or bowing a head. And Mom, in her rocker with baby on her lap, was watching the late show while I took a nap. When out of the east there arose such a clatter, I sprang to my feet to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. When what to my wondering eyes should appear, but angels proclaiming that Jesus was here, with a light like the sun, sending forth a bright ray. I knew in a moment this must be the day. The light of His face made me cover my head. It was Jesus returning just as He said. And though I possessed worldly wisdom and wealth, I cried when I saw Him in spite of myself. In the book of life, which He held in His hand, was written the names of every saved man. He spoke not His word as He searched for my name. When He said, it's not here, my head hung in shame. But peoples whose names had been written with love, He gathered to take to His Father above. And those who were ready, they rose without a sound, while all the rest were left standing around. I fell to my knees, but it was too late. I had waited too long, and thus sealed my fate. I stood, and I cried, as they rose out of sight. Oh, if only I had been ready tonight. In the words of this poem, the meaning is clear. The coming of Jesus is drawing near. There's only one life, and when comes the last call, we'll find that the Bible was true after all.